prosecutor says a Poway woman was stabbed to death by her cousin over a grudge related to a car accident.
The cousin faced a judge late this afternoon to answer to murder charges. CBS 8's Heather Hope has more on the man's day in court.
Well, in court, we learn much more about the unusual relationship between the two Cedillo cousins. The prosecutor says when the one cousin, Fatima, went up to her cousin Uriel to give him a hug, he then in turn stabbed her several times in her upper body and in her head. Candles and flowers were placed at the South Creek Park in Sabre Springs to honor the life of 22-year-old Fatima Cedillo. Deputy District Attorney Vanessa Girard says Fatima's distant cousin Uriel Cedillo was at South Creek Park early Sunday morning. Fatima was with her group of friends when she walked over to greet her cousin Uriel.
When the victim arrived, she went up to the defendant to give him a hug. He pretended to hug her back, but instead pulled out a knife, stabbed her twice in the head and 3 more times in the torso.
The prosecutor said the final stab wound severed Fatima's artery and that the motive may be over a car wreck that the family was recently in, where Uriel suffered an injury.
He was upset with her over a car crash a couple weeks before, where she was the driver and he had chipped some of his teeth in the crash.
Girard says 22-year-old Uriel Cedillo took off and police arrested him hours later at 10 a.m. with a large amount of meth and a pipe. In court, answering to the charge of murder and drug possession and narcotics paraphernalia possession, Uriel denied the charges.
He enters a not guilty plea and denies any allegations.
The judge says Uriel will be held without bail. He faces up to life without parole. Friends set up a GoFundMe for Fatima, which has raised over $7,200 to help her family with funeral expenses. Uriel Cedillo is due back in court on March 7th. Meanwhile, family and friends plan to gather tonight to honor Fatima Cedillo at South Creek Park in Sabre Springs at 7 p.m. Heather Hope, CBS 8.